just saw Mr. Yasman say, what cute dress will Trish wear on stream today? No.
You have returned.
It is the opposite of cute dress. I am so exhausted today. I am full PJs. And I'm going to adjust my camera because it's a little high right now. I can see. Oh, I'm so tired, y'all. It's a PJ day. I am still in recovery mode from the absolutely awesome night I had last night. Thank you. Paolo says, I'm wearing a cute dress. Get it. Thank you to everybody who helped me pick out my dress scar armor. As y'all said, I have on Nintendo pants for sure. I got on Nintendo pants. But yeah, so tired. Coffeeing hard. How did folks like the fit? Y'all. So, I went with a slight hybrid of what we decided. Once I looked at it all in the full-length mirror, I figured out a way to incorporate the cape, but almost make it look more like a shawl or scarf. And so check my Instagram post. I just put it up like not even a half hour ago, of the full fit so you can see how I decided to do it. But people loved it. I got so many compliments last night, and there were so many women that wore silver dresses and saw me and were like, you were what I was trying to do. And I'm like, no, you still got the best scar armor dress. And they're like, no, that was better. So it's a fine line between fashion and cosplay. And I try to walk that tightrope. Because if you go too fashion, it's just a silver dress. You know what I mean? Like, no one's going to see it and be like Mando. But if you go too cosplay, then it's a costume. It's not really red carpet. So trying to thread that needle is really hard. So anyway, thank you to all of you who helped my indecisive bum figure that out as we went through. And now I have to return all the belts and stuff that we didn't use, but it was great. Fash play. I like that for fashion cosplay. I always say geek chic. Trying to be geek chic. Beardtastic says nerdy chic is your sweet spot. Ooh, I love it. Yeah, it's my favorite. Corgi says, how was the movie? No spoilers. This is the way. It was delightful. It was delightful and magical and funny and full of action, and I really hope people love it. I'm sure there will be the part of the fan base that's like, bah, there was cute stuff in it for kids. Because there are the people that are like, I need my Star Wars to be only serious. There are those people. Those people might have a harder time with it because it's wholesome and lovely and wonderful, and about the relationship between our two main characters. So that's what I will say. I absolutely adored it. So many people had Mando helmets, Mr. Yasman. I don't know if people wore it while watching the film, though. But I can't wait until Logan is caught up enough with the Mandalorian TV show to take him to see this movie, because he's going to love it. He's going to love it. Hype train! Thank you for the hype train, everybody. I know we're talking about Star Wars, but it's actually Nintendo Weekly, so let me talk about Nintendo. Shifting gears from Star Wars to Nintendo, but we can still talk about Star Wars all you want, because that's on my brain since yesterday. But
You have returned.
I don't know if y'all saw the Nintendo news about the Legend of Zelda live-action film coming a week earlier. They didn't push it. They brought it up. It's wild. There are Star Wars games on Nintendo Switch, too. That is true. But yes, the Legend of Zelda live-action movie got pushed up a week. Not back. So instead of coming May 7th, 2027, it's now coming April 30th, 2027.
A kind gesture.
Ooh. I know, still next year. Well, they're not going to push it up a year. That would be wild. That would be wild. So everybody, get your ocarinas ready, all right? We're doing it right after the birthday. I wish I knew how to play this. It actually comes with a book, how to play it, but I don't know how to play it. I'll have to work on it. But yeah, get your ocarinas ready. Get your master swords out of their sheaths. Get ready, my friends. There's still no word on the story or the setting or additional characters aside from Link and Zelda, seemingly in costumes reminiscent of their Breath of the Wild outfits. Have they announced other cast members? Not that I saw. If you saw, let me know. Not that I saw, but yeah, I've got my ocarina ready to go. I've got you know what? I realized I hadn't show and telled this one on Nintendo Weekly for a while. Ooh, I think this originally was like from one of our very first Amazon streams back in 2019. Get your Legend of Zelda on, my friends. Ooh, It's a really nice one. I like the metal piece on the front. Paolo says, I have that. Hey. But yeah, all the Legend of Zelda love. I wish that we had more information, but I will be patient. Paolo says, I'm realizing how much stuff I own thanks to Trish. You know what? That just means we're twinsies. That just means we have a lot of the same things, you and I. Good taste is what I would say. Chicago says, how about that Star Fox Direct? Was there another one?
Have returned.
Since last time? Or do you mean the OG? Snowshoe Kitty and Catnip Commando, thank you both for the resubs. Tank, I see your game on request, and I love it. I love it, my friend. But yeah, I thought maybe today we'll play some Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, because it's been a while since I've played that. Or, well, I mean, I beat Breath of the Wild on stream. But I do recommend, if you have not played all the way through Breath of the Wild, that since the movie seems to be reminiscent of those outfits, you might want to be very familiar with that version of Hyrule. I don't know, though. I have no inside information. You have a year to learn how to play it. Yep. Which song will I be playing on my ocarina? Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Yasman says, you think we're talking about the Star Fox Direct where they announced the remake of the game? Yeah, we talked about that on last Nintendo Weekly, but very exciting. Mr. Yasman, I think I do have that game. I think we played it on the Gong Show once. In other Legend of Zelda news, this is sad news. The Lego Legend of Zelda Great Dooku Tree is being sunsetted. So there's no timeline provided, but it has moved to the last chance to buy page. So if you were thinking about getting it, it was originally released in September 2024. If you're thinking about getting it, now is the time. It's a 2-in-1 set too, so you can build the Great Dooku Tree in the style of Ocarina of Time, or you can build it in the style of Breath of Wild. I said ocarina, but you heard the Macarena. Deku Tree. Sorry. Count Dooku's top of mind. Star Wars. The Deku Tree. Yes. I'm sorry. Like I said, I am a tired person today. But if you already have that set and you're looking for more, may I recommend the Lego Game Boy set, because that is also delightful. It's also not as big of a build if you're one of those people that's like, but where do I store it? Me all the time. Where do I store it? This one's more affordable and smaller. Got back late? Yes. Well, I actually didn't hang out too late. I didn't go to any after parties or anything because that was not the night I had in store. No, I had a lot of fun before the screening, and then I went to the screening, and by the time the movie was over and I drove home, it was like almost midnight when I got home last night, which is late for me. I'm a little bit of an early bird on a school night, you know? So I still probably got like 6 hours of sleep before I had to wake up and help Logan get out the door for school. But yes. And it was a big, exciting night. And I feel like that takes it out of you a bit too, you know? Like you have all the excitement. So jazzed when you get home, and then you're like, no, now I have to sleep and get back into normal mode. And anyway, I probably could have slept for another 2 or 3 hours this morning if I wanted to. Means for Control says, that's a Lego? It looks real. Yes, here, look. Look at it up close. Isn't this fun? And I love that they included like the slider button and the volume rocker, and they all actually work. And these buttons too. And the D-pad is like, has like rubber bands behind it, so you have some resistance when you hit it. And you build the cartridges as well. So here, you build the different cartridges, and then you can just slide them in the back. Isn't that cool? I know there have been folks I've seen on Reddit that have used this kit and turned it into a working Game Boy. Like, they've made it happen, so you can do that. There's also different screens that you can slot into. So here, wait, look at the screen. They're lenticulars. And here, wait, I have them here. It comes, you know, you make your little stand. But here's another cartridge that you can build for it. Of course, while we're talking about all things Legend of Zelda. And then you've got, let me pop that back in there, these different lenticulars as well that you can put in it. Hold on, give it a sec. So you got that one. And this one's actually my personal favorite. I don't know if it's gonna, if my camera will like it today. Here, oh, it's because it's backwards, duh, Trisha. Hold on. So it's the logo coming down like when you first start it up. Anyway, super cute. But yeah, that was a fun build. I did that build on stream too. We did that build in one stream, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Thank you to the Amazon customer that just followed the channel. But yes, I did see the Star Fox Direct, to answer your question, from a little while ago. Mr. Yasmin says, by the way, Trish, did you see my Game On request? Yes. I don't know what that game is, though. But yes, it is seen and recorded. I don't have to see it for it to be recorded, thank goodness, because I'm so sleepy today I could easily miss things. But Twitch records them as soon as you Game On request them. It does it for me. Hello to everybody watching on Amazon, by the way. I promise, I know I'm talking to Twitch folks, but if you say something in Amazon chat, I will say what's up to you too. The top 3, so here's another fun find this week. The top 3 best-selling physical games on Amazon are all Nintendo Switch this week. Now, if you're watching on Twitch, can you guess what they are? It does include pre-orders. If you're also watching on Amazon, you know what they are because it's in the carousel. But yeah, top 3 best-selling physical games on Amazon right now. Kirazar guessed Star Fox and Pokopia. One of those is correct. Kirazar guessed Mario Kart. Nope. Chicago says something. Not DK Bonanza, but that's a good guess. No, the number 1 best-selling physical game on Amazon right now is Star Fox. So it's the Star Fox pre-order. And that is exclusive to the Switch too. But the Star Fox game is launching at $49.94 for the physical edition on Amazon. When most Switch 2 releases are like $70. So that's a great deal. It's a complete overhaul of character design and graphics, but it keeps the original level designs and the original story of the N64 game. But I think there are additional cutscenes. Cervantes just did an air horn. I'm awake. Who needs coffee? I'm awake now. Thank you for that. Chicago guessed Tamagotchi Life. Chicago, you are correct. The number 2 best-selling physical game on Amazon right now is Tamagotchi Life, which is available for Switch 1, playable on Switch 2. And you get to have island life with your Mii characters, and it's adorable. And they have likes and dislikes and have different relationships, and get up to all sorts of fun. So that's the number 2. Kirazar says, oh, I forgot about that game. Juan says, I love your PJs. Thank you. Blue Jay says, super glam yesterday. Very fancy. Thank you. And yes, Lucas says, so Mandalorian was great. The Mandalorian and Grogu was delightful. I think people are really going to enjoy it. And of course, not every movie is for everyone, so there will be some naysayers. But I enjoyed the heck out of it and will be taking my child to go see it. For sure. And my husbando. I think fun for all ages, but like I said, I'm sure there's going to be people that are like, too much fun in my Star Wars. Because there's always that crowd. And don't get me wrong, I love a serious Star Wars too. But this one was very fun. Okay. There's also new games dropping for the Virtual Boy on Switch. No way. I can't believe the Virtual Boy is like making a comeback. It wasn't good the first time around. But we'll see. Lucas said that dress was awesome. You look like you stepped off the set of the movie. Thank you. Well, major credit to all of you that helped me put that outfit together on stream yesterday. Thank you. I also think there's room for all kinds of tones in Star Wars. I agree with you. But yeah, Tamagotchi Life, second best-selling physical game on Amazon right now. And the third best-selling physical game on Amazon right now is Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which comes out May 21st. And it is another Switch 2 exclusive game, though. But again, it's $59.88, which now that most Switch 2 games are $70 seems great, even though that's the MSRP that games would have released at just a few years ago. Womp womp. But it is the first Yoshi game since Yoshi's Crafted World in 2019, so that's exciting. I did have a great time yesterday. I did. And Exactly says the Mall Shadow Lord series is awesome. I know I'm behind on it because we're actually doing a rewatch in my family of the Mandalorian series because Logan's never seen it. So Nate and I watched it. But now we're trying to get Logan through Mando season 1 and 2 so that we can take him to see the movie. I'm always behind in TV nowadays because this is a fun thing that happens. So if you end up living with someone, whether it's a roommate, a partner, whatever, who likes the same shows you do, and you get into one of those situations where it's like, well, you can't watch it without me, but one person travels for work a lot, you're behind on everything always. So bless my husband for waiting for me to watch things. I don't think the TV show is a prerequisite for seeing the movie at all. No, I don't think it is. You have a little more insight as to the relationship between Mando and Grogu, clearly, if you've seen the TV show. But otherwise, you just start the movie assuming that these two hang out and travel together. But like you can just start the movie with that knowledge and be okay. And Junior Dax says, remember, most of the episodes of Boba Fett set up the next season for Mando. That's true, too. That's true as well. Hi, Jay. Thank you. Rob says, I think you'd need to see the TV series first. Who's this guy and his green friend? I mean, I don't know. The movie does an okay job kind of setting it up. Anyway, check it out. I would say check it out. It comes out next weekend, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You like the Yoshi's Woolly World art style? I did, too. And the Yoshi's Crafted World art style was really good, too. If you are picking up a ton of games for your Nintendo Switch and looking at a micro SD card, they're very expensive right now. I'm sorry. Especially the micro SD Express, but I did find the 256 gigabyte micro SD Express for 44% off right now. And that's micro SD Express is what you need for the Nintendo Switch 2, traditional micro SD for the original Switch. But yeah, memory and storage prices are out of control right now. GPU prices are still out of control depending how fancy of a GPU you're looking at. Some of them are stabilizing in like the entry level GPU market, but yeah, it's a hard time to be a PC builder right now. Like the 1 terabyte micro SD express card, if you want the 1 terabyte card for this, is $350 right now. Eep, I say. So much. I mean, more than half the cost of the console to get that 1 terabyte of storage. Yikes, bikes. Lucas says $350. Snap. I know. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is almost here. Oh, no, it's here. Came out 3 days ago. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle for the Nintendo Switch 2 came out 3 days ago. So if you didn't get a chance to play it when it originally launched, I streamed it on PC. But if you didn't get a chance to play it when it originally launched on PC or Xbox or PlayStation, you can now play it on Nintendo, which is cool. Cervantes says, I have to build a new PC soon too. RIP. Well, Cervantes, you guys always know the skinny here first, but my next giveaway is going to be a CPU and GPU. So good luck. That's my whole giveaway video that I'm going to release is basically just, I know this is all too expensive right now, so I'm giving it away. Ha. So you'll see. I don't know when I'm launching the giveaway, but it'll be sometime soon. I've already filmed the giveaway video for it. I just have to figure out when I can do it. Cervantes says, LMAO, wish me luck. I do. Oh, Dylan says, I just got a Switch 2 yesterday. Congratulations. You wanted to be ready for the new Fire Emblem game and get Pokopia. Huzzah. Pokopia is a lot of fun. Lucas says, giveaway. Yes, so for 2026, I have been really trying to do a lot of hardware giveaways. And just kind of a little behind the scenes of that. They are expensive and time consuming to run, even if I'm just giving away tech I already have. Between the shipping and the verifying all of the entries, and it's a lot, but I like to see this stuff go to a good home, and it feels not wasteful to me, and it feels like paying it forward, and so that's really important to me. So I've been doing a lot of giveaways this year. Almost one a month, a little less than one a month, but I'm trying to like space them out. And anyway, the next one will be a CPU and GPU, but it hasn't officially launched yet. You will know because I'll shout it from the rooftops on every platform so that everybody can just get in there. Cervantes says, regarding Pokopia, you're 200 hours in and you still feel like you're just getting started. Rome wasn't built in less than 250 hours. I totally get it. That game is so big. Just do a spin wheel of everyone and spin it. Can you imagine how tiny the little spin wheel things would be? So funny. So funny. But yeah, I wanted to shout out also, I'm trying to think, I was like looking for all the deals. Again, I'm trying to like pay it forward and save everybody money. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is 38% off its original price. Still pretty expensive at $49.99, but it used to be $79.99. So that's a steal. But of course, for almost the same price as the micro SD Express 1 terabyte card, you can just get a whole Switch. You can get the Nintendo Switch OLED right now for almost the same price as you can get a 1 terabyte micro SD Express card. What is even happening in the world of PC components? I'm like about to go to Computex, where it's all about PC components. And, like, they're all aware no one can afford to build a PC right now. Like, it is now so enthusiast and niche because everything's so expensive. But what I'm hoping I find when I go to Computex, is companies that are coming up with new tech that will make all of it easier. Like, better cooling solutions, maybe, for data centers. Or, you know, just so it's like, hey, this way... A, we can get more tech in the hands of consumers again at a more reasonable price. And B, not destroy the planet at the same time. Hey! So I'm hoping that's some of the news that I'll find at Computex. Last year, there were a couple companies that were, like, working on stuff like that. So I'm like, let's do it. Let's figure it out. Right? But But yeah, it's wild. It's the tech scene is like in such a weird transition right now as someone that reports on and covers tech. It's very bizarre. It's very bizarre. But I always believe in keeping people informed first and foremost. And then people can at least make educated decisions about where they move forward from there. Which I'm learning based on some of the responses to my last YouTube video. People do not want to be informed about things that they don't like. I'm like, look, at least be informed about it and then make an educated decision from there. But some people are very like, I don't even want to be informed. Devin, you have a 256 gigabyte card in your Switch 2 and it's almost full. I feel that deep in my soul. Geeky Heart also works in tech and says, we may not like it, but we should be informed. Lucas says, I don't mind being informed. Being informed is great. Ramiro just followed and said, my son is getting into video games. Hey, what does your son play? And how old is your son? Is he young? I also have a son who is still pretty early in his video game journey. And so I'm always happy to give you the parent outlook on stuff if you're interested in that. For anyone that's at that time in their life when they're like, what game is good for a kid who likes X, Y, and Z, or who's at this stage in their gaming journey, I'm happy to help because that is the world that I live in. If you're looking for a game that's definitely for grown-ups, I recommend Pragmata is available on the Nintendo Switch. I've been playing it on PC, but it is on Switch, and it's delightful. Just came out recently. And then, of course, Ramiro says 6 years old, normally into Xbox. What games do they typically play? Are you looking for Switch games or are you looking for more Xbox recommendations? This is Nintendo Weekly this week, but I play games on all of them. I am a platform agnostic gamer. Pragmata's great, says Tank. Werlin says your Nintendo favorites list has a $60 Samsung SD card for the Switch 2. What is the difference between that and the SanDisk on the list today? Let me actually look at what's there. Are you sure? Because I just want to confirm it's absolutely a Switch 2 card. Samsung's micro SD naming conventions are very confusing. And in the beginning, when the Switch 2 first launched, people were like, Samsung makes a micro SD Express in higher capacities. And I was like, oh, no, it doesn't. Be very careful about those tricky naming conventions. Let me see. Maybe I just missed their pricing this week. It could absolutely be the case that that's true. But I just want to make sure before you go and nab it from my list. You're right. Samsung's micro SD Express is $59 right now. So that's great. I think I just saw the discounted sale price and was like, whoop, let me grab that. But yeah, if you're just getting a 256 card, grab the one from Samsung then. Totally. Go do it. Yeah, because the SanDisk is more than that right now. Yeah. I'm looking. Are they both A1, U3? Now I'm getting really nerdy about it. I don't know what their speeds are. They don't list. Samsung doesn't list it, but Samsung usually makes pretty good storage. It might be that the SanDisk card is a little faster, but they're both made to work with Switch 2, so you should have a fine experience either way. I'm so glad you asked that. Thank you. Christmas, you'll be getting a Switch. Nice. My YouTube channel name is just my name. I'm jealous of all my friends that have really cute YouTube channel names. Let's see. You couldn't find all the loot in Stage 1 in Pragmata. I couldn't either. I think we'll have to come back to it. I think you have to get further in the game and then come back to it to be able to get everything. Oh, but there's fake walls, you said. Okay. Werlin says, if we're going to buy, should we buy from the stream carousel or from your catered list for you to get credit. As far as I know, both are the same Z's. So it doesn't matter either way. And thank you for asking. That's very sweet. Anytime I'm streaming on Amazon and you get it from my Amazon shop on my Amazon like page where I put the lists, or you get it directly from the stream, either way, that helps out and contributes to my sales goals for the month. So thank you. I appreciate that. That's why I always say in Discord too, if you're like, hey, I'm looking for a new gaming monitor or a new laptop or anything, I'm like, ping me in Discord and I will send you a link. If you're gonna buy it anyway, I'm happy to like do the deal hunting and stuff like that for you. Ramiro says, what? It looks like I'm already subscribed. That's awesome. Welcome back. Welcome back, I guess. But yeah, I would recommend for your 6-year-old, Ramiro, Pokemon Pokopia, if your 6-year-old's into Pokemon at all. Pokopia is delightful. My son, all ages gamers are having a great time with it. But like, I recommend different types of games to introduce kids to different types of game mechanics. So like, very, very early platforming, Paw Patrol on a Roll is not a great game, but it does a great job of introducing basic platforming mechanics to kids. From there, you could do like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, which just involves, instead of just left and right, you can move left, right, up, down, and instead of just a jump button, it gives you a jump and an action button to incorporate. And again, this is like very, very early. And then you can incorporate some turn-based strategic type gameplay or something like Mario Maker where they're making their own levels. There's so many different types of games for so many different types of kids that it's awesome. Exactly says, do you have a Canadian Amazon list? Not specifically. And actually, I'm not super clear on how that works. I know that I think the lists are only US based for right now. They keep changing it. I know I can generate specific links for our neighbors up north. But I don't think I can do like idea lists and shop storefronts for it. Werlin says, my niece is addicted to Paw Patrol and her mom has a first-gen Switch. That's awesome. That's awesome. That was the game we started Logan on. And it really helped him. And now he just beat Donkey Kong Bonanza with me. That's what we did on Mother's Day. We spent all day beating Donkey Kong Bonanza. And it was awesome. Lucas says, do I get a commission on the entire cart or just certain items? There is funny behind the scenes stuff that happens that I am not privy to all of. But as far as I know, anything in the cart, or if you like click something in the cart and then it has like different colors or different styles or different capacities, those all count too. Anything on that page counts as far as I know. A game you like to play with your 8-year-old on the Switch is Popucom. It's a co-op shooter that uses color to fight and solve puzzles. That's so cute! I will definitely check that one out. He gave up on Minecraft. Kung Fu Panda. My son also noped out of Minecraft for the time being. He was like, too much. So we went to something a little different. Thanks for the great stream as always. You're welcome. And of course, if this game like Popucom or any games that I don't have linked in the carousel seem like your jam or you want to get them as a gift for somebody, Nintendo gift cards to the eShop are a great way to go as well. Let's see. You played Doom when you were a kid at 8 or 9. I was way too scared to play Doom as a kid. That's so funny. Chris, thank you so much for the follow on the Amazon side. Did Logan like Pokopia? Logan loves Pokopia. The hard thing for my son with Pokopia is that I am the only one in the house with a Switch 2, and it lives up here in my office for streaming. And so if Logan wants to play Pokopia on his save file, he has to borrow Mommy's Switch instead of his Switch, which is the Nintendo Switch OLED. And so the bummer about Pokopia being Switch 2 exclusive is that makes it a little harder. So he doesn't get to play Pokopia as much as he'd like to just because of that. But fortunately, there are a lot of great Pokemon games still for the first gen Switch. Like, my son keeps replaying through Pokemon Shield, Sword and Shield, which Pokemon Sword was the first game he ever rolled credits on. That was, like, his first game he beat by himself. And then Pokemon Z to A, he beat, but he keeps going back and replaying them and trying to, like, get extra stuff and 100% it or, you know, finish out DLC or whatnot. But yeah, my dude's a Pokemon guy. He's a Pokemon guy. The new Pokemon Snap is a good time, too. We haven't played that at all, either, yet. I totally forgot about the new Snap, actually. Brad in chat says, best game in your opinion for someone who grew up with the original NES, me too. And 2600 that is new but feels retro for the Switch. New but feels retro. I mean, if you're looking for the nostalgia of like an original side-scrolling Mario game, Super Mario Wonder is excellent. It's excellent. So if you're thinking like original NES Mario days, I would say Wonder. If you're thinking more Mario 64 type nostalgia, then I would say maybe Mario Odyssey. And if you're not thinking Mario, I mean, there's still tons of great games out there that are retro and feel. Like, I really loved Metroid Dread. If you were a Metroid person, loved it. Very scary, not for kids. Rated M for mature. That's for you. That's for the grown-up. But yeah, Nintendo's doing a really great job of hitting that nostalgia button, I think, for folks. And even Pokemon. There have been so many new Pokemon releases. Meatlifter said, didn't a new Metroid recently come out? Metroid Dread is the last one I played. Brad says, love both of those. Good call. Love Metroid, but haven't tried Dread yet. Dread is great. Highly recommend. But, it makes me scared when I'm playing it, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. Let's see. I don't know how to say your name, but you said my 12-year-old switched to Devotee, was developing quite the gaming attitude. I introduced him to 8-bit Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. His therapist is doubling their sessions. Oh no, is it like gamer rage? Tell me what the issue is. Can't stop playing, gamer rage, a combination of the above. We had some gamer rage issues in my house too, and that's when we're like, it's Pocopia and Animal Crossing time. Only chill games for a little bit. Chill games only. Oh, Metroid Prime 4 is the most recent one that came out. That's right. I didn't buy Metroid Prime 4, but I played it at a couple like demo events. I'm just absolute trash at shooters, so I was not good at that game. Times New Ponin, you really liked Metroid Prime 4, but people definitely bounced out of it. It was really hard, and honestly, I'm just like, this is a skill issue, and it's a me problem, and that's okay. But Metroid Dread, instead of being like a first-person shooter, Metroid Dread is a side-scroller. Feels a lot more old-school Metroid. There's also indie games on the eShop that give that retro feel. And you can access the retro library through Nintendo Switch Online. And more of the retro library with Nintendo Switch Online and Expansion Pass. But like if you just want the original NES games, Nintendo Switch Online has a ton of them. In fact, we were streaming the original Yoshi game, the puzzle game that I love so much from the NES days, off Nintendo Switch Online. Brad says ordering now. Thanks for the recommendation. Huzzah! That's awesome. That's awesome. Dread has become your new favorite Metroid, Chicago. Yeah, it's really good. And they do a good job of spacing it out between like the really tense moments where you're like heart's beating super fast and then like you get a little bit of a chill to calm down. Kind of like the new Resident Evil games are doing, honestly. We're like scary, 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 calm. Scary, 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 calm. Because if it's too scary all the time, I will nope out. Like, my little heart can't handle it. But yeah, Nintendo Switch Online's retro library is great, too. If you're looking to actually play the retro games that you loved as a kid. Dread can be anxiety-inducing. Oh, for sure. And Devin says Dread is great, but it's too hard for me. I loved it. Geeky Heart says, my anxiety can't handle dread. Oh, no. Super rad. You went to the Ren Fair 2 weeks ago with the family. Going with your WoW guild tomorrow. Yo! I would love to go to a Ren Fair day with, like, my WoW buddies. That sounds like the best time. I'm so into that. Oh, okay. So I think Iquitas, is that how I say your name? You said, now that you're playing 8-bit Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, your son was very humbled, very respectful of the old ways now. Well, I read a really interesting article, and I'm happy to get everyone's opinion on this, saying that, like, games back then, like back when we were kids in the NES, Super NES, 2600 days, were based off, like, arcade life, where at the arcade, the game developers wanted you to die often, so you had to keep putting more quarters in, right? Like, that's how they made money. So games were designed with, like, you die, you try again. You die, you try again. Like, that, play cycle, if you will. Nowadays, games are making more money off live service models. So now games are designed to keep people playing as long as possible. It's the opposite. Like, rather than to make you, like, to be difficult and make you die as much as possible in the game, now it's like, how can we keep you here for as long as possible? And so because now games are designed with that in mind, it's like training a different skill set. So now we have games that, like, you could just play for 8 hours a day, no problem, and just enjoy living in that world, right? And so it's such a different mindset and such a different way to enjoy and play games, that now that our kids are used to games that are just like comfy spaces that want to keep them there forever, if you introduce them to the games we played, like give them a NES Battletoads, they can't hang. But that's because that's not the type of games that are like of their generation. I don't know. I thought that article was super fascinating. Chris says, what's your CPU set up there on the desk? Do you mean this build? This is a self-build. It's an all AMD build, and I actually have a full Amazon idea list, since you're watching on Amazon, of all the parts in it. But yeah, it's an AMD Advantage build, so AMD CPU and GPU. I think it's a 9800X3D. I did that upgrade since I originally built it. 9800X3D CPU, a 7900 XTX GPU, some DDR5 RAM. Not a ton, only 32 gigabytes DDR5 RAM in there. And the Height Y70 touch case, and a bunch of other stuff. A Frankenstein all-in-one. But yeah, you can see it all listed out on my Amazon page if you are interested, if you're building a PC soon. You almost beat Battletoads as a kid? Amazing, right? Have I ever had troubles with water cooling? Yes. That's why this PC AIO is kind of Frankensteined. So I have an iBuyPower pump on a Corsair fans and tubing, because the Corsair pump that I originally purchased for this died out on me early. But I have not had leak problems with water cooling. No, thank goodness. No leaking problems, just pumps dying is what I see most often. All-in-ones are cool. They're very easy to install. But a lot of people are now going back to air cooling just for the simplicity of it all. Yeah, like Tank says, I don't want water cooling in my PC. I don't want the hassle. I get it. All right. We have been chatting for a while. Chris says, perfect. Thanks. I'm looking for one. Yeah, of course. So are you looking to build one, or are you looking for a pre-built? Because I have pre-builts listed on my store too, if you're not feeling that you want to buy something right now. But yeah, let's get some game time in. I said I thought we played maybe some Tears of the Kingdom today. Tears of the Kingdom or Pragmata, since Pragmata is on the Switch as well. I don't have it on the Switch. I have it for my PC, but either way. So let me do a little poll up here. New poll for Nintendo Weekly. What game are we playing today? Should we play Tears of the Kingdom in honor of the Zelda movie news? Or should we play
Return.
Pragmata? You let me know. So I'm doing a poll at the top of Twitch chat for those of you watching on Twitch right now. And if you're watching on Amazon right now, you can just type your answer into chat. And I will count it manually. Manually counting the votes. Jesse, thank you so much for following on Amazon. Chicago says, I feel like pre-builds are cheaper than DIY now, and some are definitely worth a purchase. It honestly, over the last 10 years, it's been like back and forth based on component prices. Like when GPU prices are out of control, go with the pre-builds. Right now with memory and storage being out of control, pre-builds might be a better deal. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Compsci Dude says, wait, there's Zelda movie news? Yes. So at the beginning of the stream, we talked about it. But the live-action Zelda movie is coming out a week earlier than they originally said it would. So we get it 1 week sooner. So I was joking around, Compsci Dude, saying, get your ocarina out now. Start practicing. I'm going to bring mine to the midnight launch. If I get to go to a midnight launch, I'm going to bring my ocarina. You know what? I'll learn to play it by the time the movie comes out. There. I have now set the goal for myself. I will learn to play the ocarina before the live action movie comes out. Meat Lifter says, haha, nerd. Yes, indeed. Come on. I basically get to nerd out about things as my job, and it's amazing. Not every day do I get to do that, but some days, like today, I get to do that, and that's fun. Practice on the plane. Oh, no, everyone would. No, you can't. Are you kidding? The flight attendants would come over so fast and shut that down. All right, I've got an Amazon vote for Tears. Should I do an ocarina learning stream? Oh, that would be so funny. No one wants to listen to that. You want to listen to it after I've got some practice under my belt. Whoa! Okay, the vote is split. Get your votes in now. Only a few seconds left. Okay. Counting our Tears vote from Amazon, it is still 61. We're roughly 58, 59% of the votes said they'd like to see some Pragmata today. So Pragmata is what we will be playing. It is available on the Switch too. For those of you who are watching on Amazon, here I'll make sure to highlight for you in case you didn't see it when we were talking about it earlier, but Pragmata is available for the Nintendo Switch 2 exclusively, not for the original Switch. If you want to check that out, please feel free to do so. I am going to play a bit of it. However, I am not able to play Pragmata on Amazon Live because it's not rated E for everyone. It is rated T for teen. So I'm going to continue with the gameplay portion of the stream over on the Twitch side. And this is where we will say goodbye to our Amazon friends for right now. The next time I will be live on Amazon is either Sunday or Monday. So stay tuned. You can sign up for Amazon Live notifications, or you can always join my Discord, discord.gg/dragonriders. And you can get the notifications whenever I go live in all the different places there. The Discord's really the best place because then you get notifications when I post a new YouTube video, or you have access to like the tech help channel. If, for example, you're like, I'm building a new PC and I don't know what all-in-one cooler to get. You have access to all that. So again, that's discord.gg/dragonriders. Dragon Riders is the community name that this community gave itself because we just all really like dragons and fantasy and fun and whimsy. Meat Lifter says the name Pragmata reminds me of that old meme from like 25 years ago. I don't know that. How is Babby for? I don't know that meme. Fate Photo in Amazon chat says, until next time, remember to Control Alt Delete, control yourself, alter your thoughts, and delete negativity. Ooh, I like that. Well done. Well done. All right, so again, goodbye to my Amazon friends. Stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to one another. Until next time, Twitch, hang tight. We'll be back with some gameplay. I'm back. And now I don't need to touch my phone while we're streaming. That is like always my big thing with Amazon Live is that I have to use my phone while I'm live, and I feel really rude. Like, you know how when you talk to someone and then you're like, uh-huh, Oh, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Like, it feels rude. Even if you're just like, sorry, I have to dismiss this notification from my mom real quick or whatever. It feels rude. I feel the same way when I'm streaming and talking to y'all and then have to, like, do things on my phone. I keep asking them to come up with a desktop client so I can, like, control it like I control the rest of my stream. But no! Alas, alack, the day is black. All right. Let me go ahead and set these off to the side, too, so I have a little less clutter on my desk while we're gaming today. Oh, my foot's asleep. Speaking of foot's asleep, those shoes looked cute, but oh, man, do I have blisters today. Like, halfway through the red carpet, I was like, I'm going to be the girl that takes off my shoes and just walks barefoot on this carpet. Woo! Woo, girl. They looked cute. But oh my goodness. I was like, I'm going to be barefoot when I meet Pedro Pascal. I didn't meet him. He came through the red carpet line really fast. He did. Careful about stepping off when your foot's asleep. You broke your foot doing that. Oh no. Super Rad, that's awful. I'm so sorry. I know, I need to be more careful about lots of things as my body deteriorates. It's not as kind to me anymore as it used to be. For those of you who missed the beginning of the stream, we did talk about the Mandalorian premiere last night for a little bit, and it was so much fun. Loved the movie, had a great time, thought it was super fun, can't wait to see it again. Yeah, I had a great time with it. I'm interested to see what everybody else thinks of it, but I can't imagine how you could watch that same movie I just watched and not leave grinning ear to ear. It was great. I liked it. Nork Folds, marks out of 10 I don't really like to do because, I don't know, I'm very biased and things would either be like a 2 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 with very little in between. What I can tell you is I found the movie completely delightful and I had a great time and I'd like to see it again. So that's what I would say. But, like, yeah, I don't do the out of 10 because it makes me think of, like, film critics. And then I'm like, ooh, am I supposed to be judging it on, like, cinematography or special effects or costumes or fight choreo or all of the above? I don't know. The fight choreo was really good. I like the fight choreo a lot. And I am a fight choreo gal. I'm a fight choreo nerd. Can I say, as a nerd, did I love it? Yes. You like rating things? Yeah, I know a lot of different YouTube channels that I've worked with that do movie reviews would, like, simplify their rating system to, like, skip it, watch it in theaters, or wait for it to come out at home as, like, their 3 rating categories. And I like those a little better. What I would say is see this one in theaters. Out of those 3, see this one in theaters. Is that an actual Game Boy? No, or a prop for Nintendo Weekly. It's the Lego set. So I was showing it off on Nintendo Weekly, but it's the Lego set. I built it on stream. But it's a really cool Lego set. Cervantes says, I don't put too much stock into ratings. For you, it's more about whether or not you enjoy it. I mean, that's what art should be about. That's how I feel about games. That's how I feel about movies. That's how I feel about TV shows. And just because I didn't enjoy something doesn't mean someone else isn't going to absolutely adore it. So that also makes me uncomfortable with, like, when I've worked for channels that want, like, a video game hard review score or hard movie score. I'm like, look, just because I liked or didn't like something doesn't mean another person's going to receive it in the same way. That's okay. KC Fusion, you're having issues with your RTX 5080. Not sure if you're aware that the 50 series of graphics cards have had, but you have a beefy power supply. And you're having blue screen of death constant instances. No, I'm sorry. I have a 5090 in my Alienware rig right now, and I have not been having issues. Times New Ponin So I don't know if it's just specific cards. I'm sorry, I don't know. I would if you're having BSOD issues, woof. I feel like I've made so many DIY and 5 videos on like how to start troubleshooting that, but it's not fun. I'm so sorry. It is not fun. I don't like troubleshooting it. In fact, even though I know how, now I get to the point where I'm like, do I just want to drive it to a place and have someone else troubleshoot it for me? Like if I'm like 5, 6 plus hours in troubleshooting, at some point I'm like, when do I just throw in the towel and take it somewhere? Times New Ponin, your categories are see it now, see it eventually, or only see it if it's on TV at someone's house and it's rude to change it. The Trisha Hershberger 10 out of 10 scale of best games. There would be so many on that list. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Norcolds. If I didn't like it, this is always... So I am very... If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. I feel very much that games and movies have hundreds, if not thousands, of people working on them that put years into making them. And, like, who am I to come out and trash on their art? I think that's really rude. I think it's egotistical. I would never do it. And so if you see me, like, the Joker 2 premiere I went to. If you look at what I said about the movie in the post, I said nothing about it. I said, I went to the event, and the event was really neat. And I just didn't, or I think maybe what I said about the movie was like, I left the movie very confused about what I just saw, or something like that. I will only ever be honest. I won't say it was good if it wasn't. It's like when you go see your friend in a play and they weren't very good. You don't go out to your friend after and say they weren't very good. You say, I really enjoyed seeing you in this, or something like that. Or you can say, I don't think it was for me. But even then, I would just, it wasn't for me, but that's okay. Norick says, I think that in a movie, ticket and drinks and stuff are expensive these days, so people might not want to spend the money. I get that. That makes sense. Oh, here, wait. Brudokin says, just a consideration. You can trash their art, but you're not saying the effort isn't respected. I think it does imply the effort's not respected if you trash their art. I think there's a kinder way to say that. I think you can say... It was definitely what the story the artist intended to tell. I'm just not sure it was for me. I think that's a kinder way to say that rather than like being like, this was the worst thing I ever saw. Or better yet, so people can decide if they want to spend their money on the movie ticket price and popcorn and drinks or the video game $70 price now that they're $70 so much, is I will say, like, here are the things I enjoyed about it. Or here are the things I found a little strange about it. I've said that before. Here are the things that I would have done differently. And then people can take that information and decide if they think it's for them or not based on that information. Like, I always think about it as informational. Like, if I tell you, let's just say, because I put up a security camera video recently, if I say this security camera has 720p resolution, as an example, and you think to yourself, oh, I was really hoping for something with 4K. Then I've given you information that helped you decide you don't want to spend your money on that without me being like, buh, this camera's trash. It's only 720p. Because 720p might be perfect for someone else's needs and budget. Right? So I don't know. That's how I always think about it. Is like, I can give you the information so that you can make the decision for yourself. And I can tell you, like, the things I found enjoyable about it. You may or may not also find them enjoyable about it. Nork says, say it was a 4K camera but had bad quality. Do you mean, like, not smooth frame rate or something like that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're asking exactly. Geeky Heart says, though I have aggressively criticized a production of The Merchant of Venice that was so confusing. I understood what they were trying to do with it, but we left during intermission. No, that happens sometimes. I've only left during intermission once, and I was a teenager. I will sit through the whole thing even if I don't enjoy it nowadays. Bad picture quality and compressed or bad colors. What I would say is something like, the company states it's got 4K video, but I'm still troubleshooting how to make the quality a little better because at least in the setup I have, I can show you this is the picture quality I was getting. Look at it. That's what I would normally do, is I would just show a lot of the video quality. Because again, someone else might look at that quality and say, fine for me. And someone else might go, oop, nope, don't like it. But yeah, like I will try to, same thing with a game. Like I'll play a game and you can decide when looking at the game whether you think it's something you'd want to play or not, right? And so the only thing you can't really see when you're looking at someone else play a game is you can't see like the feel of the controls, and like the responsiveness of the mechanics. So I try to describe what that feels like when I'm playing a game so people can make those calls. And yeah, for tech, like for phones and stuff, I'll say, here is this feature in action. Here's how it works. Like, because there's usually a difference between how the company says it works and how it actually works in real life. So I try to show the, like, this is the in real life use case. Meat Lifter says, I don't understand how we have great front-facing cameras on phones, but laptops still look terrible. Because it's not something that a lot of laptop manufacturers choose to include. They're trying to like save and cut costs where they can so that the laptop's not too overtly expensive. But almost all laptops only have a 720p front-facing cam that, yeah, they don't put a lot of time or effort or resources into because they're spending them on other things. Brudokin says this is like a whole argument of someone saying they want a good SD card for their phone. What's good? Cheap, high storage? Who knows? So you just say it's $29 and 500 gigabytes and let them decide. So I will try to say, specifically for SD cards, since I do so much work in the memory and storage space hosting for Kingston, I would try to say, what are you going to do on your phone with it? Are you playing mobile games? Are you looking to offload lots of higher resolution, high frame rate photo and video? Because, if you're just looking for an SD card for your phone to store music files and like text files like audiobooks and podcasts and stuff like that, you can get a much cheaper SD card than if you're looking to do something a little, more intensive with it. Then you might want to fork out more monies for like a mobile gaming specific SD card that's going to have faster speeds. But that's, for me, it differs per people's use cases. And I would say same thing with like a security camera. It differs per use case. If you want a super high video quality and you're willing to pay more for that, that's a different type of consumer than the consumer that's like, if I can see a blob coming past my front door, yay, I know something's there. Right? Brudokin says, shout out Kingston. I mean, I have worked for Kingston for over 10 years in terms of writing the scripts and hosting their DIY tech series. Yeah, adore them. They're so kind and lovely to work with, and they make good stuff too. It's funny, when I built this PC, they were like, Trisha, why is there Corsair RAM in your build? And I'm like, well, because that's what I had at the time. Again, I am agnostic. I am not exclusive to like one specific tech company. I try to get hands-on with stuff from all different companies so I have a better overview of what's out there. But I always approach tech as I want to learn as much about it as possible so I know what's going on in the landscape, right? And it's clear to me that a lot of people don't feel that way. Geeky says Trisha's reviews of the Google Pixel Pro phones were the deciding factor for you when you switched from Samsung Ultra. So you went Samsung to Pixel. Interesting. I constantly go back and forth. I can't decide. I'm the worst. Meat Lifter, your first SSD was a Kingston and you had bad luck with it, but that was a long time ago. I'm so sorry. Did you warranty it at least? Did you get your money back or get a replacement? Brujokin, you're very kind. That's very nice of you. No, you didn't? No. Well, I'm sorry. If I would have known you back then, you could have reached out to me and I could have put you in touch with the right people to get a replacement. Always get a replacement if something's wrong with something you got, especially if it's high price point, like PC components. Story time with Gabe says, any thoughts on all the talk lately about cell phone companies overusing back-end software to fix pictures rather than update the camera tech on the phones? I mean, smartphone photography has always been a mixture of hardware and software to get you the final product. That's nothing new. There's a lot more talk about it now that there's more software and specifically AI tools being introduced to try to post-process your smartphone photography. And some people like it and some people don't. So what I did, what I try to do is, like, you'll see a lot of these out there, but I try to do like the camera comparisons where I'm like phone A, phone B, guess which one's which, tell me which one you like better, because that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. If it makes people's lives easier and they like the final outcome better, that's what most people are going to go with, right? Like, for example, when I did the camera test between these two, I know I promised we're going to play Pragmata today. When I did the camera test between these two, the hardware on the camera is a little nicer on this one for the front-facing cam than it is on this one, even though this is a newer phone. But so many people preferred the post-processing on this phone, this is the 26 Ultra, that they liked the photos better, even though the hardware is better on this one. And I would say like 60%, 40%. It was pretty split. Because people that were like, no, I'm in it, like, I'm a camera nerd, I'm in it for the camera, preferred the better camera hardware. And the people that were like, I just want a nice looking picture for social media, preferred the software post-processing. So again, different strokes for different folks. I'm glad that there are lots of different options out there for people who need it, and that's why I try to educate myself about as many of the options as possible and tell people about as many of the options as possible. It's frustrating for me as someone who likes to know what's out there and see everything when people react very, because you're informing me about this one thing, I think you're pushing it on me, and like, how dare you inform me about this thing? Like, they think like I'm never using any product ever again because I told you about this one. No, I'm just trying to learn about it. And for other people who want to learn about it, I've made this video for that. But I don't care if random person who stumbles across my video likes that for themselves or not. I have no investment in that. And it's very hard. It's kind of one of those things where, like, when you get into a conversation with someone about theology, and there are some people that immediately jump to, I don't want to hear anything about religion, I feel like it's being pushed on me. And there's other people that are like, oh no, let's, like, debate this and have a fun debate. I am much more on the side of, like, let's debate this and not have anyone be personally offended, and it's just a scholastic mindset. But you know, people that are like, oh, I can't talk about that at all because I'll get really upset. And it's like, okay, I can respect that. Tank says, if the software just auto-adjusts levels and exposure and stuff like that, I'm more okay with it. Meatlifter said, I love the camera on my Pixel 9 Pro, but a few apps didn't do what I needed to, so I switched to iPhone. Oh, bummer. That's okay. Use what works for you. 16-bit banter says, I appreciate your input. I wish there was a better way to test drive a phone before you decide. Well, I like that you can, like, go into stores and mess around with the UI. I think that's really important. Geeky Heart says, I'm too traumatized by some topics to talk about them. That's fine. Billix, that's what my Naked Truth vlogs, I feel like, used to be more in the lines of, like, theology debates with Trish. But it's not really, I don't know, it's much more like, let's talk about at large whether the philosophy of having a monotheistic versus a polytheistic system, right? And just debating it for fun, almost like flip a coin, pick a side, right? Like, it's not a personal thing, it's just fun. But yeah, so anyway, I say all that to say I've had to heavily moderate comments on my last YouTube video because a lot of people are personally attacking me, like they feel like I'm pushing the product on them. And I'm like, honestly, I don't care if you get it or not. I'm just telling people about it in case they were interested. And some people are like, I would never have a home security camera. Rah! And I'm like, okay, most people I know have one. So the overriding idea of I would never have a home security camera, how dare you even suggest someone might be thinking about one, is wild to me. I'm like, don't get one. You don't want one? Don't get one. I don't. Why were they watching the video? Right. Why did you click on a video about a home security camera if you're so offended by the idea of home security cameras? Wild to me. Twitchers, you think that's people making a snap judgment without watching the video? Dude, I don't know. Meatlifter says I was against a security cam until I needed one. Now you're all for them. And like, I just tried to respond to people that like, look, anytime you have anything that records audio or video in any way, you are trading off convenience and privacy to some degree, like for security. That's what that is. And if you are someone that's like, I don't want anyone seeing any video feed of anything near or hearing anything of me anywhere near myself or my house or my body or anything, then that is clearly not a product for you. That's okay. That's okay. Cervantes says your girlfriend had Amazon packages stolen by the driver caught on camera. Right. So like there's a lot of convenient reasons you might want to have this. But yeah, just a lot of comments that are like, how dare you promote the surveillance state? And I'm like, ooh, not trying to do that at all. Just don't get a security camera if that's what you're worried about. Your neighbor across the street relies on your camera. Someone else commented if their neighbor ever put one of these up and it was pointed at their house, they would like destroy it or take a laser pointer to it or something like that. And I'm like, in my neighborhood, like everybody is texting each other to be like, hey, did you capture this on any of your cameras? I can't find my cat. Like completely different mindset, which I'm like, clearly not every product is for every person, and that's okay. That's okay. Not everything is for you, and that's okay. Wild. And Twitcher says definitely need to be informed about the company you buy from and who they might share your video with. That's harder. That's harder because companies publicly post their privacy policies and you have to choose, I guess, whether or not you want to take that at face value and trust that the legal system does its job, because they shouldn't be able to post it publicly and legally if they're not following that, right? And for me, I have no behind the scenes knowledge at any companies. So I'm like, look, I can tell you what the public facing privacy policy states, and then you make your decision from there, right? Beardtastic says it's difficult to buy things ethically when most companies are either evil or run by evil people. I mean, that's kind of what I want to say in the comments lots of times to the people that are like, how dare you work with X? And I'm like, I'm sorry. What mega million, bajillion, trillion companies do you think have never stepped on any toes? Who do you work for? People. Werlin says that's how you capitalism. Right? Like, does money just grow on a tree in your backyard? Because that's how Like every big company is, to my knowledge. I learned, it was a very sad moment. I learned in my 20s that every super rich person I knew that got it through capitalistic endeavors has done it through stepping on backs. It sucks. It sucks. It was a sad moment. It was actually me and Lee Newton looked at each other and had this discovery at the same time, and we had a very sad conversation about it. Tank Shade X says, I live in a place with 30 apartments and a common shared space and common washroom and trash bins. But yeah, people who don't live here started throwing trash on our parking lots, so we decided to get a camera to survey the trash bins. Right, so it's like now you have the convenience of you being able to survey that, and the downside of that is that footage lives on a server somewhere that doesn't belong to you. That is the downside. Right? Super Rad said police knocked and asked if my Ring camera caught anything. It felt dystopian. But luckily my Ring camera didn't catch anything noteworthy. They claimed it was only going to be used in court, but that it wouldn't be tied to you, despite clearly coming from your house. So that's actually a really interesting scenario. Because, especially with Ring, I think they got negative flack for this feature publicly from the, like, how dare you watch my front door crowd. But you have to opt into it. So they have a new feature, and I'm not going to describe it right because I don't have any of the stuff in front of me. But basically, they have a new feature, I think it might be called Neighborhood Watch, something like that, where you can opt in. It is an opt-in. But it says that your data will be used anonymously. If like one of your neighbors says, can't find my dog, Ring can check everybody's camera footage to see if they can find the dog, to tell that neighbor, like, your dog has been seen at this area, but they won't say like whose footage that was tied to or anything like that. And you can opt into it or not. It's also, I think, a big wildfire area safety thing, where if you opt into it and like your area has a fire issue, it can alert everybody else who is opted into that. And so it's interesting because you are absolutely giving Ring permission to like check your footage anytime they want if you opt into it. But again, you're trading off the convenience and the usefulness of the product in exchange for privacy. Right? And every consumer has to decide what feels good to them and what doesn't feel good to them. Nork says, what does the fine print say on that, I wonder? I don't know because it's still so new. It came out since CES. It's only been within the last couple months. But I actually, in my video that I filmed that I put out on YouTube, I had a whole section where I talked specifically about privacy and that like trade-off. And because they're in the midst of this like Neighborhood Watch or whatever it's called thing, they're redoing a lot of their privacy language and their language around privacy. And so they had asked me to remove that section because they, like, at the very last minute, this is why it took so long for the video to come out. They'd asked me to remove that section because they were like, all of that's changing soon. And I was like, okay. Welcome for all the comments about people being like, why didn't you talk about privacy? So I'm trying to talk about it more in the comments, but like, I get it. They want the video to be as evergreen as possible. And like, I guess they're changing their privacy page in the next month or two, but I was like, Meatlifter says, as a mother and a celeb, I feel like, I'm not a celeb, but thank you. You feel like I have to take privacy extra seriously too? I do, but I also have to take security extra seriously. There have been multiple times in my career where people have showed up at my house. And so I am more concerned about that than I am about Ring looking at my footage. So I am a person who has security cameras everywhere. I got them all over. I got them everywhere. And I really rely on that. And I have them from lots of different companies too, because I get to review them from lots of different companies. Norik, I have so many things at my house that are home security. I have friends come over and they're like, have there been a lot of break-ins in your house recently? Why do you have all this? And all the swords. Lots of swords for self-defense. I mean, they could probably film a reality TV show at my house with the amount of cameras I have. But yeah, so that's, I don't know. So anyway, it was very interesting to me, the response. What would my go-to sword be? The best sword I probably have for break-in scenarios, I have the Conan Atlantean sword, and that's one of the only swords in the house that's actually really sharp. Like, really sharpened. A lot of the other swords I have, like the Master Sword back here, are prop replicas, and they're a little more blunt. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still do some damage with them. But, like, the Atlantean sword is actually sharp. I would be terrified of that. Norik says, surely that's too big to wield. I mean, two-hand it. Here's the thing. A mama looking out for her youngling is a terrifying beast. I would two-hand and not even think about it. The adrenaline would be so... And when my arms get tired, I have Sting. I'll swap to Sting. But like that mama bear energy, you don't mess with that. You're amazing, Slastat. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I appreciated everyone who dropped by the YouTube video to say very informative, thank you. Or I learned a lot, or very clear explanations, or anything like that. Thank you. I appreciated that because it helps to counterbalance a lot of the like, I mean, some of the comments were like, how dare you promote fascism? And I was like, whoa, what? I definitely don't. Have you seen any of my other content? What? Absolutely not the point with this video. Absolutely just telling you about the tech. You can decide if you want it or not. Man or lady. What? Yeah, that was wild to me. But it's hard. Especially with everything in tech right now being so AI heavy. Because it's like, I went to Computex and I learned this about data server cooling solutions. And I'm sure every comment will be, how dare you mention AI? And I'm like, I'm not saying you get it. I'm not saying even I get it. Yeah, it tanks so many of those. Kiki Hart, your mom sounds awesome. Norik says, do you actually read comments? Is that not the mistake? I do, because I've been very lucky to cultivate a wonderful community over the years. And I want to read the comments that are constructive in nature because they help me better my content. But I don't care for them if they're unkind. And I know most people on the internet like to jump to being unkind or personal attacks. Like I did respond to someone that said something about being disappointed in me personally for making that video. And I was like, I'm glad you brought up privacy. Not glad that you're disappointed in me personally, but whatever, I can't control your feelings. But let's talk about privacy. Like, I'm glad that you commented, not in that way, but I'm glad that you commented about this so that we can have this conversation. Oh, Frequency Punch says it would be cool if you posted the link to the YouTube video in case people haven't seen it yet. You're absolutely right. I should do that. Thank you for the reminder of how I should be better at my job. And I'm not saying that to say that you're insulting me. I'm saying that lovingly and laughingly. And you're correct. I should be a better content creator by sharing my content. All right, so that's the link to the YouTube video if anyone wants to check it out later. And like, honestly, if you are not in the market for a doorbell camera, you probably won't find it very interesting unless you enjoy learning about new things that you're not interested in. Nork. Badunts. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's play some Pragmata. Speaking of dystopian futures, let's play some Pragmata. Let me just make sure I'm not ignoring meetings or anything. I'm gonna do. Am I supposed to have a meeting today? Let me just make sure I'm not blowing off anything. I'm not! Yay! We can meeting today. Or not meeting today. We can Pragmata. Because I talked for a while. But thank you. This is like group therapy for me. A little bit. Tank says, I want to learn about the camera even if I don't plan on using it. Well, that's how I feel about everything. Like, as someone that really just likes tech, I think it's really interesting. Like, I read about hydrogen cars, even though I'm not purchasing a hydrogen car. Nor will I probably ever do it. I think it's interesting to learn about it. Right? The same way that, like, I will read about Buddhism, even though I'm not on the path to converting anytime soon. I just think it's interesting. Yeah, I think it's fascinating. Okay. That's if I was really salty. This will probably never happen, but every now and then people catch me in a salty mood. If I was really salty, I might respond something to along the lines of, yes, learning new things really offends me too, to those people with the /s. I won't do that. That would be so salty. I would not. But every now and then, the salt comes out hard. It depends. It depends. And it honestly, when it does happen, it's mostly because something else set me off before that, and I just got caught at a bad time. But I like to think I learned breathing strategies and things to like. Geeky Heart said, you're so nice. I struggle to imagine you being salty. I got salty. I got a little salty on Mother's Day weekend. I got an email that I felt was very disrespectful on Mother's Day weekend, and I was also like trying not to work, and it was about work stuff. And I felt like it was condescending and disrespectful to me. And I was not having that on Mother's Day weekend, like trying to enjoy time with my family. And I was sitting in the car and we were driving, so I just had all the time in the world to stew over it. So I responded back in a little salty. Kind. Well, more like passive-aggressive. Passive-aggressive salty is what I did. Spicy Trish came out just a little bit. But I was like, this is not the energy that I needed in my Mother's Day weekend. And so I sent back the same energy, not the same energy, but I sent back similar energy to what I got initially. Because I was like, no, it is not okay. That is not okay energy to put out into the world. And so I kind of like mom-splained back. I kind of wrote an email back that was like, hey, this is not okay energy that you sent to me. This was not okay. Geeky Heart says, not me checking when I sent that email to you. No. That person who sent that email knows who they are. And they did respond, and I read it. And that's where I left it. But yeah, don't send me a disrespectful email on Mother's Day weekend. Sorry. You can put an email timeout. No, everything's fine. I just put them in email timeout. I mommed it. And I definitely did a like, I don't appreciate your tone response. That was my whole salty email back was essentially, I did not appreciate your tone. But Nate was hilarious because he was like, why are you even responding? You should just not respond. And I was like, because I'm in the car and it caught me at a not great time. And I don't think it's okay to put that energy out into the world in that way. So I'm going to say I don't think it's okay. I also got very, on Mother's Day weekend, like, would this person have sent this email in this same tone if I was a guy? So I was like, oh, I don't think they would have. I got very like that. And poor Nate was like, babe, I'm going to need you to, I need you to dial that back. Did I have fun with the family? I absolutely did. All right. Speaking of fun with the family and cute, and Nate was trapped in the car with me. Yep, exactly. The Z snaps came out, and even Logan, who was playing games on his tablet and had his headphones on, was like, Mom, you just said crap, and I can hear it through my headphones. I need you to watch your language. I was like, okay, buddy, you're right. It was very funny. Norfolk says crap is not too bad. I mean, that's what I say, but my son will correct me. He gets in trouble for saying crap at school, so crap is now a bad word. You cannot say crap. Could have been worse, is what I thought in my head, but did not turn around and say to my child. I think I said something like, would this person have sent that crap to me if I were a guy? I don't think they would have. And that's when my kid was like, Mom. Mom, you shouldn't use crap. That's not a nice word. You're right, buddy. I know. I'm aware.
Returned.
Beertastic says, oh, you think crap is bad? I'll teach you some bad words. No. I do not want to teach him bad words. Okay. Pragmata. Talking about family and parenting and spending time together. And Mando and Grogu. Ooh, we are not. That is not the aspect ratio we want here in our world. What'd you say? Your boss sent you an email for what? Listing a boatload of things that hadn't been done by myself in one day and was demanding to know why. You said that was the day I was in the hospital for treatments that you signed off about. You might want to check in with who was covering my workload. Thanks. Then I sat back and laughed when the panic email response was sent. Love it. Love it. That main menu is so cute. Here, I need to fix what my PC's like. I thought we were streaming Switch today, and now my capture card is set up for that. How dare you? How dare you try to stream this game now? Now I just need to do my behind the scenes fiddling. Okay, now I think that sounded wrong. Sorry, I didn't mean that to sound like that. Oh boy, the internet. It lives forever. Okay. I meant with my tech. Tech. Wow! I'm clearly loopy. I stayed up way too late last night. It's a family-friendly stream, okay? Okay, here we go. Now we've got the right aspect ratio. Okay. Does anyone remember? Because I don't. I think I was playing this. Was I playing a controller or keyboard mouse? I don't remember, but it's important that I remember because of how, like, two things happening at the same time this game is. I don't remember what I was playing. Huh. Well, I guess we'll try keyboard mouse, and if that feels very not familiar, I'll switch to controller. You feel like I did keyboard mouse, but not sure? Okay.
Hi, Hugh.
Hi, cutie.
So, you ready to go?
Ready when you are.
Okay. Now let's remember, head to the MPA comms tower. Is what we're doing. Hi there, where your phone? Okay, mini cabin figures we just got. I'm just refreshing my memory now on all this. I think when we ended the stream last, I spent all my credits and did all my things. Oh, something new over here, though. Ah. These bad guys. The sector guard is new. We got this fun guy. Head to the MPA comms tower is where we're supposed to go, so. New weapons loadout. I think I'm good with what I got. Equipping mods. I have the hardened suit, the extended breach, and the relay amplifier. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Wait. How do I actually start the tram? My goodness, I'm like forgetting everything. Ride the tram. Duh. Mass production array. That's where we're going. You need to shoot mini cabin figures to get them. They make a noise when you're near them. Oh, nice. So just a little collectible there. So yeah, here in this section, there's 2 more safe boxes and 1 more pure aluminum that I need. Let's go, friend. So funny just watching Mando and Grogu last night. It's so like, I love this energy. Oh, I don't love that energy, though. I don't want to go out there with that thing. No, thank you. Okay, this is the way we gotta go. I think I might have played it with a controller. Now, where are we trying to go in here? I'm not remembering. Riot Blaster. Cannot obtain because your ammo is full. Why did that just shut on me? Oh. Yeah, I don't even remember how to move her hacking stuff, so I clearly played with a controller. Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a second and grab my controller, because I don't even... D-pad is how I did her hacking stuff, so... Clearly I controllered it up. Okay. Snack Pack! How are you, Snack Pack? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you, Emperor Keelich, for the resub a couple minutes ago, too. I appreciate you. Okay, so let me get some distance on these fools.
Good job. No good.
Nope. What's my dash button? That's it. Oh, no. What happened to my aim assist?
Now it's my turn.
Woo! Okay. Oh, boy.
Here it comes! Look out!
Yes! Woo! Okay. Man, this is... we're getting thrust right back into it. Grip gun and riot blaster. Like, I'm forgetting which shockwave gun I now have. Yes, I've got... Okay, now I'm remembering. Green is like my grenade launcher. Grip gun, I think, is my regular gun. And then... You can check controls. Aim assist was disabled by default for you on PS5. I thought I had it on from before, but let's see. Yeah, aim assist is on. And I was still having that hard of a time. Whoops. Okay, well... I do want this, though. Oh. Thank you. And we're going to the diner. Everybody come to the diner with me. What's your favorite diner food? Does anyone have a favorite diner food? Mine is ham and cheese omelet. That's what I order almost every time I go to the diner, no matter what time of day it is. Or meatloaf. No, sometimes I get meatloaf and mashed potatoes at the diner, too. Decode ×3. I'll take it. I feel like this little red briefcase is something I should be able to get, but... Cheese omelet with buttered toast. Nice. Cheeseburger for you, Alvarac. Nice. I love a good diner. I'm into it. Or wait, she hacks that.
There.
Thank you, my friend. Okay. Now that we're on here, let's hack it again, I guess. Uh-huh. Got it.
Shoot it where sweet Q. Jump Q.
Woo! Got it. Took it out. All right, now I am vaguely remembering. So the riot blaster doesn't slow them down, but I did have a green weapon that did slow them down from before. You like the Denver omelet? Nice. A good Reuben is your jam, meat lifter. Love that. Yeah, sometimes you gotta throw down in the diner, you know? Alright, let's hit this. Oh, I keep hitting X instead, but that's okay. I gotta remember that that exists. Now, I keep thinking that's where I just came from. But I think this is where I just came from. Oh, maybe not. No, definitely not. This is different. But I could also go in here. Do I have a map? I do. Okay, I'm gonna try going up here first. And seeing if this is like a way to progress or just a loot box. Okay. This looks like a way to progress. We're getting pretty far in here. And I don't want to miss anything. But let's pick that up. Now I'm going to use multi-hack instead of decode. If I fall down there, there's some skins and stuff, but... I'm going to try the laser part first. Ah wee! Okay. Now it looks like we need a little fancy footwork. Oh, didn't see that there was a dude there.
Right on. Is that it?
Got him. Oh, definitely a thing. I'm gonna wait till the lasers go and then go get it. Oh, I can't get up there. Interesting. How do I get up there? Well, at least I can see it. This is how I get up there.
What were you like as a kid?
I was a curious one. Always getting up to no good. Kept chasing anything that caught my eye. Ended up lost half the time.
What did you chase?
One time, I went after a squirrel and totally face planted.
See? You ran after animals too, just like me.
Yeah, well, that's how I know it's dangerous.
That was cute. Have I already gotten this? I feel like I've already gotten this, and maybe that's why I can't open it. Yeah, Trang says you collected that loot already. Okay. As long as we've covered our bases, then I got it. Now, do I want to go back out here and collect stuff, but then maybe not get back up? I don't think I do. I think I want to continue this way. Oh boy.
Blinking the enemy.
Yikes.
Watch out! There's more!
Woo! Okay. Oh, some of them are getting back up. Okay. Got him. We did it, she says. She's so cute. Okay. Now it looks like I should be... Don't these things look like I should be able to parkour on them? They're just little construction stands, but... Oh, and I got that already, too. What? I clearly am not remembering anything I did before, so I guess I have to go back out this way. Where am I trying to go? That's the entrance, the shopping district, the side alley, and the business district. So it looks like I need to... Oh, but the danger room? Do I want to go in the danger room? Contact Earth from the comms tower and hack the beacons. There's 2 left. But I don't see them. Okay, I did that whole area. Got it all. Looks like I didn't really go in that area too much. And even in the test site entrance, there's safe boxes I didn't get. Alright, well. No, that is not at all what I wanted to do. Oh, well, I guess it just took me right back down here, but... Listen for the ta-da. Those are the small cabin collectibles. Okay. I didn't hear it. Did you hear one? Let's go over here and get some of this. Like, doesn't this look like it should be a door? Now from here, we fall down here, I guess. And that would just take me right... Oh. Now, is this one I've already gotten, or is this the next one? Because I vaguely remember this being a thing we needed to do. And go to Diana's. I don't see anything on my map, though, that says where I'm supposed to go. So much air physics. Oh, yeah, and I read this before. Alright, if anyone has played this game before or remembers it all from last time we were playing, where I'm supposed to go from here, I will take the advice. Like, I'm still in the shopping district. You need to find those antenna. Some more like the one that we just saw. Oh no. And this is, I feel like, is where we just started today. Okay, well, I guess I'm going out here then. I'm gonna try to run across, maybe. Oh, I just need to find them, and there's 6 I need to find total. Does it see me? I mean, it sure seems like it does. It's walking right over here. Oh, it's too far now. Okay. I'm going for it. Keep going, please. Okay. Got across from creepy baby thing. Now what section are we in? Okay. There are loot boxes in here I have not found. Maybe from here I can find more antennas? Oh, and I haven't figured out how to get through that stuff yet. That's blocking my way. Oh, something. Something here. It wants me to go there. All right. No, no, no. Don't go to the shelter. It wants me to go down. Down here. Now it wants me to go up, but only partially. Oh, in that room? Or here, maybe?
Look out for its targeting sensor. Splitting the hatch.
Got him! I owe you.
Okay, got that one. I know I've been in here before because I remember a creepy baby thing comes to get us from around this corner. Yep.
Be careful.
Nope. Wrong button. Should I hit those things on his back? I should. That's what I should hit. Oh boy, I forgot about this. I can't.
Look out.
Oh, I didn't hit it. I need to hit the things off its Demogorgon looking face. No, thank you.
Good job, Dan. You're going down.
Whoop! Didn't get them all the way, but working on it. No, thank you. Oh, wrong button. I couldn't hit it! I couldn't do both at the same time! I tried so hard! well that gun is not doing what I need it to do. Nope. Wrong gun. Oh, I can overdrive. Yeah! Man, I am rusty. I remember taking that guy out much faster before. But I know we've been down here. Because I remember doing this whole section before. In this section, I found all the safe box and mods and everything. So let's see what I can do to get maybe to the next section. It doesn't tell me where I am in there, though. I wish I knew. I'll try to just go higher up. Yeah, this is where I was before. Okay, let's go. No, that takes me back. I guess I just need to hang in the middle and take out these dudes. Alright, well. Here goes nothing. Oh boy, he was right there. Wow.
Blinking the enemy.
How you like this? I owe you.
Come on. Oh, now he's got these things. Little hack blockers. Try to get those out of there. Come on. Got it. Okay, took him down. Now, I feel like I was a little scared to run around in here before. But I got this one already. So let me get the stuff and then we'll just go on the ground. This stasis net. Okay, we're going this way. Why can't I go in any of these stores? That eat and drink place looks so nice.
Good job, Jenny. You're going down.
Woo! Okay, got him in stasis. Okay.
Be careful.
Whoop. I'm trying to run away.
Look out.
Come on, get him, get him, get him. Now that I remember what the dodge button is, this is much better. Going over here, maybe? Oh, upgrade components. Heck yeah. No thank you.
Step off!
I got him!
Good job. Woo!
That's that.
Give me the goodies. Now what? Can I go in here? No. No. Anything else? That looks like it should be a hidden. Now I'm looking for hidden walls everywhere because you said that. Hi, Oscar. How are you today? You're about to start your first play of Pragmata? I'm really having fun with it so far. I like it a lot. And I'm in a very, like, bring your small child to work day from Mando
Always
and
eat
Grogu
dinner
last
with your
night.
family?
When I was living with them, yeah. I'd come home after school and tell them about my day or whatever, and they'd always listen no matter what. I was grateful for that. But, oh, there were times when I really ticked them off.
What did you do?
That's a secret.
All right. Can't go in there. Another upgrade component. Uh-oh.
Be careful!
Okay. You're taking Grogu to see the film with you? I love that. Okay, so now on the map, I'm still in this area. There's 3 safe boxes I haven't found in here. I'm assuming they're up high.
Delphi's bots running wild like this? That'd be front page news back on Earth.
Why's that?
They're one of the biggest, most respected players in tech. Cutting edge, a clean image, and they pay well. Me personally, I just wanted the chance to go to space.
You like space?
Yeah. It's always been a dream of mine.
YOLO Boutique, huh? That's what that is. Now, why can't we get in here? I don't know how to destroy that. I feel like maybe the things I'm missing there. Oh, yes, that's right. It's like a Metroidvania, so I'll learn how to destroy that later, I guess. But they said I have to go back here and contact the Earth from the comms tower, so I guess... through that way. See, I've got a bunch of things unlocked. There's still 2 more that are locked. So I got 4 of them undone. I need to find 2 more before I can get in through there. Where are the other 2? Not up there that I can see. Looks like there's definitely something up there. I don't know if that red is the antenna. You know what? I'm gonna say maybe that red is and go this way.
Skittery silhouette.
Here it comes! Look out!
Ugh. That was a bad one.
You!
Oh, I need to get out of here. What? What? Get me out of here.
Here it comes! Look out!
Okay.
Defenses are down.
Skittery silhouette.
Gonna keep running around. Oh, good. More of them. That's exactly what I needed. Sorry, didn't know that guy was right there.
Stop skittering around. Take that. Get some.
I need a little bit of distance, you know?
Step off.
Okay. Let's go get our goodies while they're still here before they disappear. Look at that guy just hopping around.
Overdrive protocol. On standby.
Okay. If you see a purple gun in the hack menu, that instantly downs an enemy for a close-up counter. Good to know. Okay, let me pick this up because I don't have one of these right now. Wait, does that look like a kid's daycare? Oh my gosh, there's a daycare in there. Now, it's funny because I'm like, I've definitely done all this stuff. I'm gonna heal more. I've definitely done all this stuff. I remember going all the way up there, but... This way? No. No. How do we get up there? Here, there's got to be a place I can jump somewhere up here. You're saying don't take this elevator, take the other elevator? Oh, this one over here. Okay, up we go. Yeah, I definitely did all this. And I think I already did that one on top. And I wanted to see if I could just jump right to that one, but I don't think I can. Yes, because I remember doing all this.
Guess that's that.
Blinking the enemy. Right back at you.
Right back at ya. I love that she can do that. That's so nice. Get that. Come up here. We already did this one. Now we go this way. Now, I don't know that I got into that section before. Now we're up in here. I do think I want that there. Yes. And I remember doing all this before, too. Because we defeated that one. I also want to say that was one of the last ones we did. Either that or I died multiple... Oh, there's two right here. Are these the two I haven't done yet? Maybe I died and didn't get it, but I thought I did. I didn't hear the ta-da. I maybe couldn't hear it over the sound of my PC fans. Irritable! Thank you so much. Okay,
Praise
I got
the
this
sun.
one. And now we're going this way. Okay, I don't remember being in here before.
What's next after work finishes on New York? Well, I've been thinking.
Oh, I did, because he's going to suggest Japan.
How about something Japanese?
I did. Iridal, you're the best. Thank you for gifting 10 community subs.
Like gypsy with a pencil in Nara. They're made entirely from wood, but can
Okay, so I got all this. I don't know why I didn't pop up back here then. Maybe I just picked the wrong thing by accident.
A new subscriber. Come, steal
Hey,
yourself.
Lefa, I
We are
appreciate that. Thank
building
you for
an
using your Prime
army.
sub here. Okay, well, I could clearly jump back down there, but I don't know that that's the move right now. Or I could go up. And up again. Aha! Here's one I have not gotten yet.
Got it!
All right, now we're making progress.
One more to go.
All right. It's all downhill from here.
Ha ha ha, famous last words. Oh wow, look at that. Now we have new areas we can access. What's this?
Hold on to your hiney.
My what?
There's something out of an amusement park here.
Where?
I'll tell you later.
Hold on to your hiney, he says. Hilarious. Okay, it looks like where we need to go is on top of this building. Let's go in here.
Wonder what would happen if we turn this on.
Okay. Handling the limb recycler. When disposing of bots in the limb recycler, strictly follow these steps. Place the target object in the irradiation zone. Verify that the object is completely inside the irradiation zone. Then activate the recycler. Warning, standing within the irradiation zone during the recycler activation will result in fatal lacerations. Okay. Emails. So bored out of my mind. I wanted a job that mattered, so I volunteered to help out managing the recycling unit. But even here, the bots do it all, leaving me with nothing to keep my hands or mind busy. Routine tasks, heavy lifting, precision work, everything is handled better than I ever could. All I do is press the disposal button from time to time. Emptiness gnaws at me, a void I cannot escape. Sometimes I wonder, were the bots created not to serve us, but to take away any sense of purpose we might have had? Too real! Too real.
So use this.
Alright, well that's how we get rid of that stuff, I guess. Woo. Okay. New. Decoy generator. A defense unit that creates a lifelike hologram decoy that will draw enemy attention for a short time when deployed. The decoy itself does not deal damage. Alright. So it just distracts them, but that's still great. Nice.
Use
Okay.
that to fool bots 100% of the time. Maybe.
Alright. She is in overdrive, but I know they're going to want me to use the decoy. Okay. That door just shut, which makes me think bad guys, but...
Overdrive protocol activate. Here it comes! Look out!
Here comes what? Oh, I did my decoy. Well, I clearly didn't need it on that side, but...
What is the hack?
Yeah, let's do this.
Here, let's just...
Look out!
Girlfriend, overdrive it. Yeah! That is my buddy right there. She's a stinking bat. Got that one. Let me run over here and pick up the goodies.
Look out!
Oh no. Oh, I didn't. I was looking at the hacking.
Scary son.
Okay. Now we've got one left, but it's a big one.
Right on.
Jump to...
Woo! Okay. I do like that decoy. That's really cool. Door is open. Moving through. Get the goodies. I will take that. Thank you. Uh-oh, what
Road?
is this? CRT TV! Aww! A century-old TV designed for transmitting sound and images also serves as a stylish decor piece. This can be given to Diana in the shelter. Love it.
The only way out is down.
Okay, so I wait to the break and then I go down. Whee!
I had a feeling this would happen.
Oh boy. Okay, hit him.
I owe you.
Okay. I do like that it knocks him down, so then I can take out this shield, hopefully. Well, I didn't get as many down as I'd like. What's he doing? Oh, don't love that. No, thank you.
Good job, kid. Now it's my turn.
Got him.
Take this.
Yeah! With the big finish. Okay, and now that we did that, I guess we only have one way to progress. We are all officially old. Although this is set in the future, so CRT TVs that says a century old. Happy birthday, Thomas. Oh, look at the cat. From Cradle Mail Forwarding Service. Happy second birthday on the moon, my love. Did you make another one of those fake cakes with the food replicator like last year? I can't wait until next year when we can finally celebrate your birthday together. Only about 6 more months until we're back in each other's arms. I'm so proud of you, honey. I love you. P.S. Coco says she can't wait to see you soon. Meow. Your beautiful wife, Kristen.
Party, huh?
Why do humans celebrate getting older?
Life's worth celebrating. Every new year is another gift. But when you've almost had 40 of them like I have, they can blur together a bit.
I don't hear the ta-da you're talking about, but... Wait, now I do. Yep, is this it? Got it. That was really hard to hear. Well, I do want to get up there, though. Okay. Ah, is there anything else that way? There is. Let's go get that. Now, we should unlock this to go upgrade some stuff. Oh, left bumper, not right bumper.
Can't forget you.
Oh, yes, return to the shelter, please. Gotta give Diana her CRT TV, you know?
Tell me when it's go time, okay?
She's just playing. I forget how I put it in there. I thought that was how I did it, but maybe I have to do it over here. No, I think I have to find her here.
Hey, Hugh. Cat. You okay? Not hurt, are you?
Nice pass, kiddo.
Hugh, you said later, right? Is now a good time? So, what's an amusement park?
Oh, right. I said I'd tell you about them. They have this thing with a cart and you ride up real high, then come crashing back down. And this other thing, you ride up in the air and they spin you around in circles and
That doesn't sound fun.
I don't know. Kids usually go wild for them.
Kids sound kind of weird. Hugh, I've got a surprise. You're gonna love it. Hugh, thanks for everything. So, do you like it?
It's, that cat again.
I love it.
I drew lots, but this one turned out the best. So, I'm giving it to you.
Hey, it's actually pretty good. Shows you're a real cat lover.
Super cute. We got a cabin coin for that.
What a bulky looking monitor. It's like a box. I wonder what it plays. Watching TV is fun, but it's also kind of boring.
Huh? I thought you liked TV.
I do, but when I'm watching it, time just drifts away.
Ain't that the truth?
And then, when the show is over, I just feel like I wasted a bunch of time.
Doesn't help that the show lineup here is so thin. At least on Earth, waiting for the next week's episode is something to look forward to.
Ugh, I don't want to wait.
I know the feeling.
She's so cute.
We gotta get going.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Before we do that, though, look at my pictures. It's the best. Okay, I can upgrade. Should I upgrade the primary unit or her hacking? I'm gonna upgrade the primary unit. I'm having a harder time with that, I think, than her hacking. Okay. Defense units. Defensive units are a class of weapon designed to overpower opponents. Used skillfully, they can decisively turn a fight. Okay. So now we've got more stuff we can upgrade. I do have a lot we could upgrade. So it looks like all of these could be upgraded from level 2 to level 3. Although this should be upgraded to begin with. What does it do? Oh, the duration is up more. Okay. I also have hacking. I can upgrade both of these. I've upgraded all the fast moves I can. I could upgrade critical shot again. Repair up. Thrusters is good. Man, all this is good. My mod slots are at max. Node slot, it looks like I can't do anymore. And these are both at max. So, let's do... Decoding's upgraded to level 2. Okay. And yes, we gotta buy them first so that you can use them. Hi, Ramon. I think it just means once you've bought them, you can, like, start with them in your loadout as opposed to needing to find them, if I'm reading it correctly. Yeah, it just can be equipped at the tram terminal instead of having to find it. I'm gonna do the Riot Blaster. I've been using that a lot. Critical shot we could do up. That's the only other thing I can afford, so I'll get that. Nice. Let's talk to you, my friend. Now, on the trainee board, I've only got one. A special card holder designed to protect and carry repair cartridges. I've got that, right? Triple bingo I need before I can get a new outfit. So how do I unlock this? Secure the shopping district red zone to unlock. So I can't do anything else until I do that. Okay.
We wish you a happy shelter life.
Thank you. I am having a happy shelter life. Okay. This is where I'm going to end the stream for today. This was a little long for a Nintendo Weekly, but I feel like I needed it, and we chatted a lot. Thank you. Thank you for helping me chat through stuff. You're amazing. I always consider the folks who hang out and watch on Twitch like kind of the insiders club, so thank you for helping me bounce ideas off of you, and for giving me ideas. The whole reason I got my dress scar, my Beskar dress last night, is because y'all helped me put it together. So thank you. Thank you, as always, for your friendship. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to one another, and I will see you all Sunday for the Sunday Chill stream. Okay, goodbye, my friends.